Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Oluwaseun. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. I do not take any of the love for granted. This video is actually boils down from different discussion that I've had with people over a period of time. When I say people, that is people that are actually coming into the UK or people who are new in the UK, basically. So some of them, when they ask me certain question and I give them the answer, they are kind of shocked. I'm like, oh, so you actually didn't really think about this, or you do? It seems like most of them do not have any prior information. This is the reason why I decided, all right, let me share this information with people who have the plan of coming into the UK, either with student visa or the tier 2 route. Anyway, let's jump straight into the video. So there are some factors, there are some things that I believe if you're coming into the UK, if you're relocating into the UK, you should consider. These are things that you should know. They are very, very important. Number one, if you're coming into the UK as a couple and you've got kids, then you should consider child care. It is really important. Over here, anywhere you're coming from, be it Nigeria, Cameroon, Senegal, anywhere, you have to consider childcare. You have to put that into your plan. Because I've spoken to people when they tell me, oh, so what about school? And I ask them, how old is your daughter? How old is your son? And they tell me 2 years or 3 years. I'm like, no. Unfortunately, you have to pay for their school, nursery, child minding from your own pocket, right? So, and it's kind of a shock for them or to them. So, yeah, you need to consider childcare. Childcare is a little bit expensive here. If you're coming into the UK with kids under the age of 4, just know that anything that has to do with their nursery or with their schooling is going to come out from your pocket. The government is not going to be paying for that. And if you're coming into the UK with kids above 4 years old, let's just say 4 or 5, okay, let me just say 4 years old, they will actually attend nursery, but it's just for a couple of hours in a week. You should know that. And you know, the full-time school that people are kind of used to, for example, in my own country, the full-time school that people are used to is from 7:45 in the morning up until maybe around 4 or 5 in the evening. No, it's not like that here. Full-time school here starts at 9, or let's say 8:45 to 3:15. So you should have an idea of how it goes, so you can kind of plan yourself as a couple who is going to look after the child or is going to look after your kids, or you can decide to alternate it. That's the first one. That brings me to the second point, which is knowing who is going to be the dependent and identifying who is going to be the applicant. Yeah, because one of the mistake people make is that, oh, the wife is coming in as the dependent can work 40 hours, but the wife now is pregnant and she's got under 4-year-old child. So you can imagine that's a little bit of that's a bit tricky. It's a tricky situation. Now you kind of decide, you should decide who is going to come in as the applicant and who is going to be the dependent, bearing in mind that the applicant can only work, if you're a student, or student, applicant can only work for 20 hours and dependent will be the one who can work full-time, which is 40 hours. And no, most of the reason why everybody is trying to relocate is for better life. You're trying to find you're trying to find greener pastures. Now that takes me to the third point, which is accommodation. I need everybody to know that when you're coming in newly into the UK, accommodation can be a little bit tricky. It can be a little bit difficult because you do not have any record in the UK yet. So they might ask you to look for a guarantor, or you can pay 3 months upfront, 3 months rent upfront, or they can request for 6 months rent upfront. So you should actually be prepared for all this. That brings me to the last point, which is money. I've seen and I've had people come into the UK with less than £100. Money does not go on the tree here. And it's not immediately you enter into the UK that you start working. You have to understand that it's a process. It can take a little bit of time. So you should be able to maintain and sustain yourself during that period before you able to find your feet. Yes, so you should properly prepare yourself. Anyway, I hope you've been able to learn one or few things from this video. I do not want it to be too long. Trust me, I'll be coming into more information in my next video. And like I said, I'll be posting twice in a week. Alright, I've been a little bit lazy this week because I've got so many things going on. But yeah, I'm going to be on top of it in the coming week. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Alright, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, to subscribe. Yeah, which is very important. We have to grow the channel as well, okay? So don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, and don't forget to comment. Like I always said, it's a family, it's a community. So if you've got any question you need to ask me, my email address is in the description box. You can always send me an email and I will try my best to always reply. And if there is any particular topic that you would like me to talk about, just put it in the comment section and I will make a video about it. Thank you everyone for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.